about 2008, I think we started having a talk where I had this big idea of actually trying to do a print publication, sort of like a fanzine with maybe bigger aspirations to push it towards like a magazine look and feel, to which Rick quickly slapped me aside the head and said, why would you spend all that money and try to get all that revenue when you could go online essentially for free? We did a few things pre the site, like we launched a podcast before. I set up a blog, sort of just like as we were building the site, to sort of establish ourselves and kind of let people know that there's something in the works.
Basically, the thrust was just to sort of test the waters and see if it was viable. Also to see if we can actually commit, because it is a long, hard process to make sure that your content is up to snuff. That was one of the sort of requirements that we had, that the content had to be fresh all the time. So
almost everyone now has a computer. Now in 2013, everyone has some kind of tablet or smartphone. It's just if you want to get your content out there, that's the best way to do it.
After a while, when you've established your content and you're basically hitting these sites across Canada, so Google is sort of the big gateway into all this, so you can't really get that in the newsstands.
It makes sense nowadays to do it in reverse, where it's like you go online, it's not costing you anything, you build your audience, you know your audience, and then you can you can find the revenue, you can justify the funds that would go into it to then go into the print world and then be a success. Because if you did it the other way around, you're running a huge risk, I think, of failing right out of the gate. Because there's no room for like trial and error, I don't think, anymore. You got to make sure you've got it right off the bat, or you're gonna sink in a year.
When people say print is dead, I don't believe it. I think the advertising model for print is dead, and I think that's what the issue is, and I think people are sort of misunderstanding why they're saying that. But you look around, print is everywhere still. I mean, the bookstores, the soccer magazines that are out there around the world, the new ones that are coming out, print, whether it's digital or on paper, is still print. It's just the vehicle. So really the model to me is the advertising revenue, the model of how you can actually sustain an actual hard copy print magazine, how you can actually put that together with, I guess, minimal cost. That's the key. So in terms of the foray into print, if people say it's dead, well, I beg to differ.